All right, all right, all right, all right. Wait for some people to fall up in here. Lordy, lordy. Mm-hmm. What up, Steve-O, baby? Just waiting for some people to fall up in here, y'all. Just waiting for some people to fall up in here. Steve-O, baby, high profile. What's good with y'all? What's good with y'all? I'm just waiting for some people to fall up in here. Wicked Scorpion was up in here. Shit, hours ago and shit. Shout out to him. Unique 79 was good. Y'all know there will be no phone calls today. Y'all know when I'm solo dolo, there is no call in show. Right now, you can ask some questions though. That's always an option for you, right? So, what are we talking about today, gentlemen, and any ladies that might be in attendance? When her sexual desire is high, she won't push agendas. Most men miss this. Now, I know you guys probably I feel like this is a retread of information almost, right? And what I feel like I got to do a course correction for some guys, right? Because we've been talking about, manipulation, hidden agendas, and the withholding of sex, and all these different things, right? Societal conditioning, and all of this shit, right? And me personally, when I talk about it, I'm not talking about it for guys to blame women. That's not what I'm doing. I'm telling you what I'm telling you so that way you can go out into the dating world with your eyes wide the fuck open. That's why. It's not about blaming people, right? Because you still have guys talking about, oh, it's women's fault because they manipulate men. Well, here's the thing about being manipulated. You have to be a willing participant to be manipulated. Period. You have to be a willing participant. Period. Period. There has to be something that you want so bad from somebody that you're not paying attention to what's going on, right? You can easily be manipulated if that's the case, right? When her sexual desire is high, she won't push agendas. Most men miss this. Now, real quick, everybody has an agenda. I have an agenda. Y'all have an agenda. Every single man and woman has an agenda. Okay, here is the problem though. Oh, let me see if I can find it. Right there. Most people, they have hidden agendas or they have ulterior motives behind their actions. So the problem with an agenda is that if you're not being forthcoming or straight up about what you really want, right? And you're hiding your true motives, that's a problem. That's a problem, right? So if my agenda, as an example, is to have sex with a woman or to actually or potentially set up maybe a fuck buddy scenario, if that's my agenda, any and every woman I'm dealing with will know that. They will know that's exactly what's happening. There is no guessing, there is no wondering. They know exactly what's happening. So my agenda is out in the open for display. This is what I'm doing. Either you're going to ride with it or not, right? Here's the problem with women withholding sex, though, is you don't really know if you're going to end up smashing or not. That's the problem, right? You don't really know. There is no guarantee. See, a woman can say, well, if I give up sex without you dating me, there's no guarantee that you're going to date me, or there's no guarantee that I'm going to get a relationship. Well, cool. I hear you. I feel you on that, which is why I'm telling you up front, that's not what this is. This is just fucking. So now you know there is no guarantee that anything is going to happen beyond sex. So now here's the key though. When her sexual desire is high, she will accept that. She won't push agendas. Most men miss this. Hold on. Hey, if y'all got a question, put a Q in the chat, followed by your question. Hold on real quick. Let me just shout out some people. Again, Wicked Scorpion was good. Frankie Shy was good with you. My life as Jay, I guess. My life as J93. Again, Steve O Baby was good. Joe Blast was good with you, bro. Lou from the 041. Who else we got up in here? Danny, what's good with you, man? So again, if you got a question, please put a Q in the chat followed by your question. Alexander Jackson, what's good with you, bro? Okay, guys, so let's go ahead and get into this. Again, when her sexual desire is high, right, she won't push agendas. Most men miss this. And let me just say this to any women that might be listening, because I want women to understand something. In all of my relationships or marriages, all of them, marriage, relationship, whatever it was, all the women started off or started out as fuck buddies. They started out as fuck buddies, right? But here's the key though. If a woman is a fuck buddy, right? Now, let's say a woman is sexually attracted to you and she likes you, like beyond sex, she wouldn't mind you guys dating, right? So she's feeling you sexually and she wouldn't mind you guys dating. In a lot of cases, if that woman is sexually attracted to you enough, she will just settle for the sex. In the meantime, right? She might settle for the sex in the meantime, like, fuck it. I'm attracted to him enough to make sex happen. And maybe he'll date me, maybe not. But I would rather enjoy him sexually than not have access to him at all. There are women who move like that. And a lot of guys, they can't fathom that women do indeed move like that. The problem with a lot of guys is they fold. So an example would be this. If a woman is asking you, what are you looking for? What are your intentions? Now, a woman asking you that can mean multiple things, right? One of those things could be she is sexually attracted to you. However, she wants to know, can she get more? Again, and there's nothing wrong with this. I want to say this real quick. There is nothing wrong with a woman being sexually attracted to a man and wanting more than just sex. There's nothing wrong with a woman desiring that. The problem comes in when some women, not all, do underhanded shit to try and get it, excuse me, to do underhanded shit to try and get it. But there's nothing wrong with a woman wanting it, right? However, though, she has to be willing to do what? Go at your pace. She has to be willing to go at your pace. A woman who is attracted to you enough, and if she actually values the opportunity enough, this is what she will think. You know what? I don't know what this might turn into. I'm sexually attracted to him. He gonna get this pussy. And if he fuck me right, I'm gonna give it to him some more. But I don't know what this might turn into. However, as long as I have access to him, I can spend that time showing him that I'm much more than a woman that he can just fuck. Now, the problem with some women, not all, is they act like they have a problem with that. What do you mean, show you? Yeah. What about you? And this is what women got to understand, right? What about you would make a man want to spend hours with you and he ain't tripping if he don't fuck? And he don't mind doing that, a bunch of fucking times, right? What would make a man genuinely want to do that? Because what women don't understand, if you're withholding sex from a man, peep game, and he's trying to spend a lot of time with you, as a woman, you have to admit, damn, I don't know if he's being genuine or if he's just doing all this shit to get the pussy. Now, sometimes women know that you're just full of shit, but that's the moment a woman withholds sex, that's a realistic possibility, is that a guy could be doing all that bullshit just to get the pussy. Now, if a guy is fucking you and all he doing is just fucking you, and then a month later, 2 months later, 3 months later, 4, 5 months later, all of a sudden he starts taking you out. Now you know for a fact it has nothing to do with how you look, and it has nothing to do with sex because you've been fucking him. And now he's taking you out, he's starting to date you. So now I was like, oh shit, maybe dun, 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 he really fucking likes me. And a lot of women, what they try and do is manufacture a man liking them by trying to withhold sex. And they don't understand that you're killing the genuineness of the interaction, right? You're killing it. I don't think I don't I don't think chicks truly understand that. You know what I'm saying? That you're killing because it's not genuine. Because again, now you have to wonder, is he just doing this to get the pussy? And women know for a fact, y'all have had situations where guys love bombed you, made you feel like it was some romantic shit, fucked you a few times, and then dipped on out. So you know that guys do that kind of shit. So wouldn't it make sense for you to deal with men who tell you straight up, look, I'm not trying to do all that shit. All that romantic shit that he was doing, all that spending the night, I'm not trying to date you. I'm just trying to serve you dick on a regular basis, yay or nay. I make no promises. And matter of fact, speaking of no promises, let me say this real quick, and I'll get into the joint. I'll get a little deep into the joint. Pause. When women ask you what your intentions are, this is the classic mistake a lot of you guys make. And I don't know why you guys do this. And this is how you shoot yourself in the foot. When a woman asks you, what are your intentions? What are you trying to do? All that, kind of shit. Especially before you guys even have sex. Especially if she asks that shit before you guys fuck. See, a lot of you guys, if a woman asks you that before you guys have sex, a lot of you guys be like, oh, fuck. Damn, why she asking me this shit? If I answer wrong, I might not get the pussy. So what a lot of you guys do, you'll say shit like, oh, well, right now, I'm not looking for anything serious, but I'm not saying something can't happen later on, but right now, and when you do that, you fucking up. Because in her mind, subconsciously or consciously, she's like, oh, there's a chance. There's hope. So if there's a chance, if there's hope, well, shit, I already know he's sexually attracted to me. So I know I can get his dick if I want it because he's sexually attracted to me. Let me not fuck him right now. Because he said maybe, we'll see. So what a woman will do is, let me see if I can hasten the pace and speed up his indecision. Because that answer, oh, I just want something casual right now, but later on, maybe we can see. That's a man who's not decisive. Because you got to choose one side of the fence. You got to choose one side of the fence. Guys don't understand that. You got to choose one side of the fence. You can't toggle between, oh, let's do this, then maybe. Nah, that's not going to work. For most women, that ain't going to work. You got to pick something. Right? And again, that indecision or being indecisive where you're not telling women, hey, this is exactly what the fuck I want. And let me just say this about women having a high degree of sexual desire for you, or a woman finding you to be sexually appealing. Part of what makes most men sexually appealing to women is how assertive and how direct guys are, where the woman knows exactly what's happening. See, when a woman knows exactly what's happening, she can wrap her mind around the shit a little bit better and say, look, okay, I'm sexually attracted to him. I mean, I wouldn't mind him dating me, but based on what he's telling me and based on how he's behaving and acting, I don't think I'm gonna be able to pull any non-sexual time out of this guy. So I got a choice. I can fuck him. I cannot fuck him. Like basically leave him alone, like just reject him. Like, I'm not interested. Or I can try and play with him. Okay, I know he's attracted to me. I'm attracted to him. However, I want some more shit from him. So let me, show some interest and then back off a little bit. Show a little more interest, back off a little bit. And a lot of times that happens because you guys are showing non-sexual energy, boyfriend energy in the beginning, giving women cause to think they can pull that off. So when guys blame women for manipulation, well, you have to be a willing participant, right? See, if you are direct, assertive, and you tell women exactly what you want and you don't leave nothing out, she has to respond to that. So if I tell a woman, hey, how about we get out of here and go back to my spot? I want to fuck the shit out of you right now. If I were to say that, she can't really play with that, right? All she can do is be like, okay, or no, I'm not really interested in that. Because anything else she says, I'm gonna ignore it. Oh, I would like to, but I ain't that kind of. I'm already walking off. I'm already walking off. With me, it's either yes, I'm down, or no, I'm not. Now, it don't even have to be that night. I ain't tripping. It don't got to be that night. But there still needs to be consent. Meaning, like I'll give you a prime example. I'll give you a prime example. Shit. So and I told this story years ago, right? And I'm not gonna tell the whole thing. I'll just tell the piece that matters, right? At a nightclub, dancing with this chick. Started getting a little freaky on the dance floor. She was into that shit. I tried to take her home. She basically said, I'm not going home with you tonight, but we can do it another time. Cool. I told her, I bet. I told her to take out her phone and I gave her my number right then and there. As soon as she said, I'm not leaving with you tonight, but we can do it another time, I said, cool. Why don't you put my number in your phone? And when you're ready to make that happen, feel free to utilize that number. And that was it. And I stopped dancing with her and walked the fuck off. Right. And we end up catching up. And I told the story the very next day. Because this was a Friday night. And we end up catching up literally the next day, Saturday. Right. But my point is this is in that interaction, she knew and I knew that there was mutual sexual desire. Right. So if you're having a conversation with a lady and you see or you believe that there's mutual interest in that regard, why not take it there? A lot of you guys, when you dwell on a non-sexual shit, talking about where she grew up at, whether or not she has siblings or not, all that kind of goofy ass shit that don't matter, right? What you're showing women is, oh, he doesn't mind if we just talk. Oh, we can just talk. Oh, cool. Oh, I love this. He'll just talk and he'll listen to me and I can just tell him everything. Oh, cool, I like this. My man that'll let me talk. Listen to me a little bit. And no, you have to be the kind of man that be like, I'll listen to you moan in my ear while we fucking, but all this other talking, talk about what's necessary. Like, again, back to the young lady I was dancing with. When I was dancing with her, I wasn't asking her, do you come here often? So what's your favorite song to dance to? I wasn't asking her none of them questions. I was literally flirting with her and getting touchy feely doing some freaky ass shit on the dance floor. And it happened quickly, quickly. Now, let me just say this real quick. This is my disclaimer for y'all. Don't be touching women without their permission. Okay, let me say that. Don't be touching women without their permission. Now, in that case, I came up behind her. She was dancing by herself. I came up behind her. I wasn't touching her, but I came up real close and she looked back and then she looked back again. She did a double take and then she started throwing it back. And I'm like, oh, well, if you're going to do all that, let me go ahead and make something happen real quick. And then sure enough, she was feeling it and it escalated into what it escalated to. But back to my point. Okay, let me move this out the way because I want to get to another point real quick. Right here. And I want guys to understand this. Attraction isn't negotiated, it's felt. Women themselves will say this. It's a feeling that I got. I want to feel something. I want to feel a vibe, a vibe. I want to feel a connection, right? Attraction isn't negotiated, it's felt. So even in the case of women withholding sex, she's negotiating with you. Just with that alone, a woman withholding sex is a negotiation. Hey, look, maybe you can get this, but I really don't get down like that. You got to date me first. Whatever a woman might say. So just the mere conversation where you're talking about her not wanting to have sex and she wants you to date her first, it's being negotiated because real sexual attraction doesn't work that way. You don't negotiate real sexual desire. Real sexual desire is not negotiated, period. And don't let women tell you it is. No, it's not. No, it's not. Real sexual desire is not negotiated. Either a woman feels that or she does not. Period. Now, and again, 'cause I want to be clear. You can have a woman who sexually desires you and she don't want nothing else. She's cool with just sex. You can have another woman who sexually desires you, but she also likes you. She might want a little bit more. She might want you to date her. Nothing wrong with that. Both women, regardless, you can still set up a strictly sexual situation with both women. Even if the other woman wants more than just sex, you can still set up a situation where it's just sex. All you got to do is tell her, no, I'm not dating you. Now, you're not going to be, mean, but if she were to ask you, do you see this going anywhere? You can look, guys, you can literally tell a woman, I'm gonna keep it real with you. I like what we have. I like what we have and I like the way it's been. I'm not really interested in us dating seriously. Now, if that's a problem for you, then we can stop. I've literally told a woman that because she felt some kind of way because I wasn't taking her out. Now she wasn't arguing with me about the shit, but she just asked me, how come you don't take me out? Are you ashamed of me? This is what she said. She said something like, are you ashamed of me or some shit like that? And most guys would have been like, oh no, girl, I ain't ashamed of you. No, it ain't even like that, girl. Y'all would have been all friendly with the shit. I was like, look, that's not what we do. And I told her, we fuck. That's what we do. And I use those words. If you guys watch The Real Game No Theory, those are the words I used when I was talking to this woman. We fuck. That's what we do. We don't date. I'm not dating you. When you get horny, you want me to come through and beat it up? I'm there. When I get horny and I want you to come through and you're free, cool. That's what we do. Now, let me say this real quick because I want guys to understand that women are human beings, right? Right? So although I said that shit to her, I need guys to understand that shit hurt her feelings. Okay? It hurt her feelings. Okay? Now, she didn't say nothing, right? She hung, because when I told her, because she was supposed to come over that night, and I told her, if that's a problem, We can just stop right now. You ain't even got to come over tonight if you don't want to." And she was like, "No, no, 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 no. I'm gonna come over." And I'm like, "All right, we good." And you got to understand it doesn't matter how much a woman like you. If you kind of talk to her like that a little bit, she might feel a little bit like, I don't like that he said that shit to me, right? Because you got to remember, not only is she sexually attracted to you, but she likes you. So you talking to her like that is almost like you telling her, "I don't like you like that. I just want to fuck you." So in a woman's mind, she didn't like that. However, however, because she was sexually attracted to me enough, and it was a woman that I had been having sex with for a little while, she kind of took it on the chin and said, "Fuck, I'm still gonna have sex with him though." And she never brought that shit up ever again. And a lot of you guys, you're afraid that if I say something, she might stop having sex with me. Now, that's true. That could happen. She could stop fucking you. But I don't care personally. It's not that serious. There's other women I can have sex with, right? Now, don't get it twisted. I might really like having sex with her. She might be the funnest chick that I'm having sex with. I might really enjoy her more than everybody else. But I'll sacrifice that to have peace in my life. Because I don't want to argue with women. I don't want to be fighting with women. So when I spoke to her like that, I had to be stern with her. I didn't want to be all soft because I wanted her to know I'm never gonna date you. We can't never have this conversation again. Now, I didn't tell her in those words, but I had to make it clear. I'm not gonna date you, like ever, and we can never ever have this conversation ever again. Some of you guys, because I do consultations, and y'all be having these conversations with women every 30 days. Y'all be dealing with women and they be arguing with you about that shit. So what is this? What are we? And I'm like, how do you have multiple conversations about that? Shut that shit the fuck down the first time. Like, we're not talking about this. This is what we're doing. I'm not trying to be mean. In fact, let me say this real quick. Ladies, for any ladies listening, sometimes you got to save women from themselves. Meaning, when you know, and guys, real quick, and this is where the responsibility lies on the man, right? Because you have a responsibility when you deal with women. When you know for a fact that you have a woman that you're dealing with who likes you more than you like her, to the point where she could be falling in love with you, right? But you know you don't feel that way. Yeah, you know you're never gonna date her seriously. Bro, you can't you can never let her think that a future relationship is possible because you're gonna have drama. You're gonna have drama. Again, when her sexual desire is high, she won't push agendas. Most men miss this. So again, guys, if you have questions, please put a Q in the chat, followed by your question. I'm not gonna be here long. I'm not gonna be here that long, fellas. But I want to get to my point right here. Because I want guys to understand. Whenever you deal with women, whenever you guys are face to face, whether you're first meeting the women, excuse me, whether you're first meeting the woman face to face and you're exchanging contact information, or if you're out on a date, whether you met her on a dating app or you're just out on your first date, women know. Women know this to be the truth. When a woman is in your physical presence, she knows if you are the kind of guy she might want to have sex with. She knows. She knows right now. I don't care if you've been around her for 5 minutes or 15 minutes. She knows. She knows right now. It does not take her 2 or 3 dates for her to figure out if she looks at you sexually or not. That's a lie. That's false. That's a fallacy. That's bullshit. Women know right away. Women know. And oh, my homegirl that came up in here. The incomparable Renee P. How you doing? Y'all got that, excuse me, man. I'm sick to the motherfucker. So I'm trying to hold it down with this fucking coughing. All right, but anyway, let me get back to my point. See, I want guys to think about something. And I keep saying this. If you walk up on a woman, you don't know her, and within 15, 20 seconds of you trying to introduce yourself, if she is dismissive of your presence at that moment, what she is saying to you is, I'm not interested in what you're offering, um, non-sexually or sexually. I don't want nothing to do with you, right? So if a woman knows that quick that she don't want nothing to do with you, she also knows that quick that she do want something to do with you. Now, again, and I said this before, just because a woman is sexually attracted to you right now doesn't mean that she's necessarily going to have sex with you right now. Told a story. Try to take the babe home. She was like, not tonight. We can do it some other time, which is cool. I ain't got no problem with that, right? But the thing is, what you want to know before you continue to move the interaction forward with women, you want to know that she desires you sexually. You want to know that. You want to know that. You need to know that. It's not about being some horny dude trying to fuck. No. Do it make sense for me to continue to deal with this woman if she don't want me touching her? Period. Why would I continue talking on the phone with a chick, taking a chick out on dates and shit, texting back and forth all goddamn day? Why would I do that with a woman who don't want me to touch her? Bro, that don't make no fucking sense. Like, not even a little bit. Like, you can't convince me. I don't care if that shit was in the Bible, the Quran. I don't care if God himself came down and stenciled that shit in the clouds. You cannot convince me that that shit makes sense. It makes no sense. And I don't care what society says. I don't care what your parents, what religion. Just on an instinctive, intuitive level, that makes no fucking sense to me. So when guys blame societal conditioning and women manipulating you, bro, I don't like that. Right? I don't need someone to pull me to the side and pull my coattail. I don't like that shit. I don't like what she doing. It don't jive to me. It don't. Wait a minute. Hold on. I'm supposed to take you out on a bunch of dates, but I just met you. I don't even know if I like you like that. I mean, you cute and all that. I mean, I wouldn't mind smashing. I'm looking at that ass. Yeah, I'm definitely thinking about some things, but I don't even know if I like you like that. And then people will say, spend time with her. I don't want to spend time with her getting to know her non-sexually. That don't sound like fun to me. Look, I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna keep it real. I want people to think about something, right? 'Cause I'm gonna make too much sense with this. Why is it when you befriend other people that you have no sexual desire in? Like, for all my dudes out there, maybe you befriend a guy at work and all that other shit. Why is it when it comes to hanging with other people, you actually have to like them? Why is it that when it comes to women, you should just want to do that shit? Why is it? Because for me to befriend a guy and we become friends over time and all that, bro, that takes hella time for me to. I don't just decide, nigga, upon shaking your hand, hey, I want to be your lifelong friend for like the next 20 years. Me and you, bro. Like, come on now. Like, I just met, come on now. So why is it when you deal with women, you're supposed to automatically just want to hang out with motherfuckers? I don't know if I like you like that. Women gonna be like, he's so mean with his old ass. Old and fine though. Old and fine though. Let's get it right. Get the insults right. When her sexual desire is high, she won't push agendas. Most men miss this. And again, on behalf of women worldwide, you can have your agendas. That's okay. I'm not mad at women having agendas. I just need for her to understand your agendas, unless they mirror mine exactly, will be pushed to the side in favor of mine. Okay, let me say that again. And this is what guys need to understand. If I'm dealing with a woman, unless her agenda or agendas mirror mine exactly, whatever her agenda or agendas are, they're going to get pushed to the side in lieu of mine. Mine are gonna get pushed to the front, hers are getting pushed to the back. Now, she has a choice though. Ladies, you can say, Carrie, I'm not interested in that. That don't sound like a plan to me. And then I'll say, good luck to you. I wish you well. Baby girl, whatever you're looking for, I sincerely hope you find it. And I have told women exactly that. I sincerely hope you find it. Give them a little hug. Good luck to you. Because you won't hear from me again. I'm out. Right? No harm, no foul. I'm not mad at them. Baby girl, you know what we are? Okay. Let me tell you what we're not. Hold on, real quick. Let me tell you what we're not. We're not compatible. We're not compatible. We're not existing in harmony together. Our interaction is pleasant. We have a pleasant interaction, right? I'm not mad at her. I hope she ain't mad at me. So we have a pleasant, courteous interaction, but we're not existing in harmony. There's no harmony. If a woman is withholding sex, there's no synergy. There's no harmony. There is conflict. You trying to bust it wide open, and she says, "No, I don't want you in there." There's instant conflict. There's no harmony. Because if there was harmony, you would be up in there doing what you do. If it was harmony. And this is my one issue with women. And I'm gonna say this. And again, guys, this is not a woman's fault. This is up to you. But I just gotta say this to women. Because I know y'all so well. I know all y'all tricks. All of them. Like every last one of them. Like there is none that I don't know. I promise you, I know them all. And if you make up a new one, I already knew about it before you made it up. I promise you. I'm 2 to 3 steps ahead of that shit, right? Now, here's the thing I would tell the women. It's more of a statement, really. Rhetorical question. So, women, if you come into contact with a man and you know he want to fuck you, like he make it clear that he want to fuck you, right? And you know you either don't want to fuck him at all, that's a big one, or you're like, I mean, let me see what else I can get out the motherfucker. Maybe I might give him some ass. So if you know that you don't want to fuck the nigga, right? Or you know that you don't want to fuck him when he want to fuck you, my question, rhetorical question would be, why not leave that man alone? Why not just tell that man, look, we're clearly not looking for the same thing. Now, I know for a fact there are a lot of women who do that. So I don't want to say that women don't do that. Right? But there are some of you motherfuckers though. Not all you motherfuckers do that though. Right? But again, this is on you guys though. Because here's the thing, and I keep saying this, right? If you're too excited about how a woman looks, if you're too excited about the prospect of having sex with her, if women see that it means a lot to you for them to fuck with you, like women can tell. I don't think guys understand that women can tell if you're the type of guy where you're too enamored, you're too enthralled with how women look. And when it comes to their bodies, you know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with appreciating the beauty of a woman. There's nothing wrong with appreciating her body. There's nothing wrong with appreciating how she did her hair and everything else. Nothing wrong with appreciating that shit. But a lot of you guys, you go overboard. Like, oh my God, you're so gorgeous. Bro, I ain't never told no woman no shit like that. I ain't never told no woman no shit like that. Ain't no fucking way. Like, why would you do that? Like, that's too much. And let me just say this real quick. There's nothing wrong with complimenting women. However, you do not need to compliment women to have sex with women. Man, do you know how many women I never complimented? But look, I'm gonna keep it real with you. My presence is the compliment. But understand me. My presence is the compliment. The fact that I'm even standing in front of her, right? Giving her an opportunity to have a conversation with me. I'm not trying to have a conversation with her. I'm giving her an opportunity to have a conversation with me. I am the compliment because look, I don't know how highly you motherfuckers think of yourself, But I could be talking to any other woman in this place, but I'm talking to you. I chose you. I could have chose her, the three chicks next to you. No, I moved them out of the way and I went to you. Right? So my thing is, why in the hell would I chase behind a woman when I could have gave any other chick in the spot an opportunity? So my thing is this, and I should be wearing my shirt. Don't block your blessings. She blocking her blessings. See, that's why I can't be mad at a woman. Ladies, I can't be mad because you don't know. It's okay. I know you don't know. So I can't be mad when you block your blessings. I just look at you and I'm like, mm. She gonna fuck around and be around busters now. See, all she had to do was fall back, let me quarterback this, and do everything on my timeline. Not yours. Like you be seeing posts where chicks be like, "Oh, it don't take a man 5 years to know if he want to marry you." It's not about how long it take a man. Look, I can know that a woman is wifey material in less than a year. I can know she wifey material in less than a year. But guess what? She's still gonna wait for 4 or 5 more years though. I might know in less than a year that you wifey material, but you're gonna be waiting another 3 to 4 to 5 years. You know what I'm saying? Before I propose marriage, if I wanted to, you're still gonna be fucking waiting. And yes, I know it. I see, but guess what? How bad do you want the relationship? See, if you're bugging me for the marriage, so you want the marriage too much. The relationship that we have obviously is not that important to you because you keep wanting me to give you more shit. Be patient. Now, here's the thing. I don't play with women though. If I don't want to marry a woman, I'll tell a woman to her face, I'm never gonna marry you. If that's a problem, you're free to go find your husband. Okay, I told a woman that shit too. See, I don't be trying to hold on to women, right? And that's another Facebook post. Why do guys hold on to women they don't want? Yeah, this is my thing. This is my response to that. I want all of them. If I'm dealing with 2, 3, 4, 5, I want them all. But I want them all to just understand that that's your role, that's your role, that's your role. And whatever your role is, you need to be cool with it. If you're not cool with it, then cool. Then it's okay if you want to bounce. I'm not mad at that. I want them all. I don't hold on to women. And I don't lie to women. If a woman asks me, are you looking for anything serious? Absolutely not. Do you want to date me seriously? No. I like the fact that we fucking. Can we please keep doing that? I kind of like you for that. Guys don't want to be honest with women. Yes. Unique. Right there. Want them all on our terms. Bro, I can't deal with a woman on her terms. That would make my life chaotic. If I was dealing with a woman on her terms, following behind her, my life would be in chaos. Like really, because my life runs smoothly. It runs smoothly. So if I met a woman who tried to come in my life and try and change shit, try and change how I do shit, as far as like my terms and my conditions and the pace that I want to go at with the fucking, I can't let you upset the balance of that. I got to get you out the way. No, my life, I like it to run smoothly. See, and here's the key. If the woman is really interested, she'll see. Come in here, it's gonna run smoothly. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna con you. I'm not gonna deceive you. I'm not gonna play with you. I'm gonna keep it real with you always. All you gotta do is keep it real with me. And here's the thing. I can have a fuck buddy for years. If I'm dealing with a chick who who is cool, I'm not trying to get rid of you. And women be like, for years? Oh, I ain't sticking around for years. Okay. You ain't been fucked right yet. That's all that is. That's all that is. That's all that is. That's all that is. So, guys, again, if you have a question, put a Q in the chat followed by your question. Let me make sure I didn't miss anything. Um, hold on real quick. Thank you, Renee. Appreciate you. See, ladies, for any other ladies listening, I'm not mean. I'm not mean. I just don't play. I like shit simple. I respect you. You respect me. You know, my favorite word, real quick before I continue, one of my favorite words is the word adore, which means respect and love. See, I like to tell women I adore you. When I'm talking to a woman I care about, I adore you. Respect and love. I adore you. Respect is the foundation for any healthy relationship. Respect first, love second, or love last, whatever. Respect first, love is after that. Period. That's how that works. Respect always comes first. As long as you she take I appreciate that. She says, here's a little something to get you some juice and meds. Well, Renee, um, I'm looking for something more natural, you know, something a little more natural, when it comes to juice. A little more natural, Renee. Something a little more natural. But I do appreciate you though, nonetheless. Thank you for the dub. I will put it to good use. Appreciate you. Right. Appreciate you, right? So when she says when her sexual desire is high, she won't she won't push the agenda. Excuse me, she won't push agendas, but most men miss this. Goddamn. I hate this time of year. Shit. Allergies is fucking up. Okay. So again, guys, if you have a question, please put a Q in the chat, followed by your question. Followed by your question. Um, Real quick, let me throw this up in there. Now, remember this. Sexual desire equals she's drawn to you. Non-sexual agendas, she's drawn to what you can do for her. Now, let me say this real quick. Let me say this. And again, I'm not mad at women for having agendas. My my message or my advice to men is this. It will behoove you to let her know what your agenda is right away. If you want to cut through the bullshit, let women know what your agenda is. Don't be toggling the fence. Don't be half stepping on some, oh, I'm not looking for nothing serious, but maybe in time, you never know. You don't tell women shit like that. Don't tell women shit like that. Don't do that. Whether you know it or not, what you're saying with that action is, again, there's hope for them to get more. So if a woman thinks there's hope for her to get more, why would she fuck you quickly? There is no incentive to have sex with you right now. You just told her there's a possibility she might be able to get more. And I'm not mad at women. Look, ladies, I promise. I am not mad that you want men to do more than just want to fuck you. That you want men to take you seriously. You want men to care about your problems and all that. You want men to spend time with you non-sexually. You want men to romance you. You want them to be affectionate and all of that. You want passion. I understand. But ladies, and I know this is going to sting just a little bit. It's a little love tap, right? You got to earn that kind of shit. I know women don't like to hear that, but you do. Because women, would you rather get genuine affection and concern in a man doting on you who really is feeling you like that? And it has nothing to do with sex. It has nothing to do with how you look. It has nothing to do with sex. This man sees past that. He sees the depth of your character. And because of that, and because of the way you move with him, that compels him to want to fuck with you. Has nothing to do with how you look, has nothing to do with sex. Problem with a lot of you women, when you withhold sex, you invite the energy that you're dealing with dudes where it's all about how you look and them desiring to fuck you. I'm just saying. Just saying. Don't say I didn't tell you. Now, let me say this real quick. Guys, for you fellas, your job is not to chase desire out of her. Your job is to screen her desire level early. That's it. That's your job. Hold on real quick. Shout out to the homie. Keep dropping solid game. Could dirty make? I can't even talk. Hold on. I can tell you, I don't even like this question, bro. I don't like the way it's starting out. I don't really like the way it's starting out. So he says, could dirty macking work in your favor if used properly? You say I had to step to you because they're scared to approach. I mean, why would you need to say that though? Right? And let me tell you a story, bro. And I had to beat up one of my best friends for this. Carlos, still got love for you, but it had to happen. It had to happen. No, David, my bad. That had to happen. Black David, not Hispanic David, Black David, right? But anyway, so there was a girl that I was dealing with. He liked this girl. He liked the way she looked and all that. And we were not in a serious relationship, this young lady and I, right? So, and I wasn't even like dating her seriously. It was just a chick. It was just a chick that I liked. I was very fond of her. She was very fond of me, but it wasn't serious, right? And she called me one night and she said, "Your friend is trying to get at me." And I'm like, "Oh, really?" And I wasn't even mad because she was pretty as hell. I'm like, I understand. All right, I get it. I wasn't even mad at him because she wasn't my girl like that, right? So I wasn't mad. And he couldn't get her no way. So I wouldn't even worry. That's why I really wasn't tripping. I'm like, bro, you can't pull her though. Like, I don't know why you even trying, right? So that's why I really wasn't mad because it's like, nigga, whatever, right? But what I didn't like, because when you talk about dirty macking, and I know you're not asking this per se, but when you talk about dirty macking, it involves you saying something else about another man or other men to discredit them, to big up yourself in front of women. That's what that is. So the homie, that's what he did. That's what he did. So he said some shit about me that was negative, and I wasn't even mad at that either. I was mad that he told lies. Like, bro, why you number one, why you got my name in your mouth to the chick? But number two, really? Like, you gonna tell lies though? So when she told me what she told me, I'm like, all right, appreciate it. So I called him up, and I said, yo, and I told him exactly what I told you. I don't care that you got at her. Like, I'm not even mad at that. I said, but you lied. And I said this, Unique. Hold on. I said this, and this pissed him off, Unique. I swear to God, I said this to him. I said, you lied on me. I said, now I gotta punish you. This is what I told him. He didn't like that I said that. You know what I'm saying? A male ego would not appreciate that another male said, now I gotta punish you. Right? He was like, what the fuck you mean? I was like, all right, I said, now I gotta show you what happens when you lie. You know what I'm saying? I said, this is not about the girl. I'm telling him, I said, this is not about the girl. This is about you lying. So tomorrow when I see you, because we were at school, school age, right? Tomorrow when I see you at school, we fighting. I said, we fighting. I said, I'm just letting you know we fighting, right? So in the morning, he didn't want to fight. And I said, okay, I got you. After school. Unique. I said, after school. He didn't want to do that. He said, I'm not going to fight you, Karen. And because I'm not a bully, I don't want to just fight a dude who don't want to fight. So Unique, I slapped him. I slapped the fuck out of him. Open hand. Now he wanted to fight. And I'm like, yes, this is what I need. Because when I punish your ass and I hurt you, right, it's all love. We're going to be friends after, but I got to get you for doing that shit. You know what I'm saying? So when I slapped him, I figured if I slapped him, Unique, because remember, I'm talking shit to him. He don't want to fight. He's not getting mad. I need him to get mad so I don't feel bad, you know what I'm saying, when I do the shit that I'm going to do to him. Right? I need him to be mad so I don't feel bad, right? So shout out to him, though. They pulled me off of him after whipping his ass. We got sent to the principal's office. We shook hands right there, and it was all love. And he knew from there, don't do that shit no more. Period. I'm a good friend, but don't talk shit about me to bitches. Don't. It's a fight coming. And it's not about the woman. It's about me and you. Don't do that. That's not no player shit. God damn it. And I'll fight a friend quickly. I don't care. I don't care. Brother, I don't care. Dad, whoever. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you start doing some disrespectful shit, There might be a problem. I'm just letting you know. I don't like to do shit, but be respectful. So he says, woman I invite over without a first date, don't accept. Why you think this is? Because she's not sexually attracted to you. Okay, it's that simple. She's not sexually attracted to you. Guys, a lot of you guys, you overthink this. Okay, you overthink this shit. If a woman, if guys, it's this simple. If a woman wants to have sex with you, she's willing to meet you wherever you want to meet her at. And she's willing to meet you any time of the day and any day of the week, so as long as she's available. She will meet you. She's not going to make it difficult. Women create opportunities to have sex. Women are very deliberate. Guys, when a woman is about to have sex with a man she's sexually attracted to, don't you think she wants to take a shower, wash her ass, make sure, shit is shaved right, her legs is shaved, she's smelling good, right? So women prepare for sex. I need you guys to understand this shit. They prepare for sex. I've had women that were coming over and they literally said, let me get in the shower first. And I'm like, bet, thank you. Because if you didn't say that, I was going to ask you, have you washed your ass today? Because I'm not above telling a woman, before you come over here, I'm going to need you to dip in that water and let some soap hit you, please, in all the right places. Like, make that happen for me, right? I'm going to need you to smell like a fresh bar of soap when you walk through that door. And I would tell women exactly like that. I'm going to need you to smell fresh out the shower, fucking with me. Come on now, like, and I'm gonna be fresh out of the shower too, you might have some sexual proclivities, you know what I'm saying, you want to get into. And I've got to make sure I'm fresh written too, you know what I'm saying? So again, women plan for sex. So if a woman is saying, no, I don't want to come to your spot, what she is saying is, I don't want to have sex with you. It's that simple. If a woman refuses to come to your house or anywhere, for that matter, right? Exceptions aside, unless you're trying to invite her to a crack house or something, right? But exceptions aside, anytime you invite a woman anywhere, bro, when a woman is into you, she don't care. She don't care. Bro, I've had sex in public places. I've had sex in fucking in a mall, the mall bathroom, multiple times. Meet a chick at the mall. Hey, come here. Let me holler at you real quick. Talk to her. Hey, go in the bathroom. Go in the girl's bathroom or the woman's bathroom. See if anybody in that motherfucker. And tell me if it's clean. Go in there and see if it's clean, if there's anybody in that motherfucker. Anybody? All right, we going in there. Come on, bro. Like when a woman is with it, she like, ooh, you freaky. And I'm like, you like that shit, huh? Mm-hmm. You freaky too, because you're about to do it. And even if she never had sex in public before, she might be like, ooh. Let me say this real quick. I don't want to give too much game away to y'all. Let me say this, and this is something that most men never, ever, 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 ever consider. Do y'all not realize that women have kinks, fetishes, fantasies? That women have these things? Do you think that women need to be in a relationship to partake in some of these kinks, fetishes, and fantasies? No! They can do that having casual sex. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? They can do that having casual sex. He says, "Kaz, I can do it. What did you see in porn videos? What you see in porn videos, a woman will do it with you, and she really, yes, bro, I had chicks literally that I've been dealing with for maybe a few weeks who are telling me, I'm gonna leave the key under the mat. I'm gonna leave the key under the mat. I'm gonna be sleeping with nothing on. Just come in. Don't wake me up. Just basically just slide it in. I'm gonna be sleeping or pretend sleeping. Butt ass nigga in the bed. Just open the door, slide in. Pitch black. Don't turn on no lights in this motherfucker. Just slide up in this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Look, come on, dog. Like, I can tell y'all stories, but y'all wouldn't believe them. Dudes talking about, oh, I'm gonna need some evidence. I can tell you stories, but you wouldn't believe it, bro. Women are freaky. Real quick, when I was in the military, when I was like 19, 20 years old, right around there. Remember, I told you guys I've only taken women, there's only 5 times, well, less than 5 times. I can count on one hand how many women that I've taken out on dates that I hadn't had sex with yet. Excuse me. 5 times, right? 3 of those times were to the movies when I was like 19, 20. I was in the military all these 3 times, right? Something sexual happened in that movie theater every time with all 3 of the chicks. I hadn't had sex with none of these chicks. First date, movie theater. Now, I know they tell you don't take women to the movie theater and all that. But for me, back then, that was my thing. Like, I'm going to the movies, come with me. Right? 'Cause I never took a chick to the movies based on what she wanted to see. I was already going. And the chick wanted to holler at me, and I'm like, well, I'm going to these movies. If you want to holler at me, come with me to the movies. I got you. And something sexual always happened, right? So my point is the 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 feeling of getting caught, we doing something nasty in public. What if people can hear me? For some women, that's a turn on. So for me, I like pushing the envelope of shit because I'm not scared. I'm not scared. I'll push the envelope because I'm not scared. You know what I'm saying? So guys don't understand that. And shout out to Rosebud. Accidents don't happen to motherfuckers who got game. So part of having the type of sex life that you want is that as a man, you're very intentional about what type of situations you set up with women. You're very intentional. I told you guys about the swimming pool shit on a live stream for the Real Game No Theory joint, probably about a month or so ago. The swimming pool joint with the chicks. I wanted that to happen. And we just met those chicks the same night. So I wanted that to happen. And I'm gonna tell you, this is some real shit. I'm not saying I've never been told no before, but even when I would just meet women, first night, all that, and I would set up shit like that, do that kind of wild sexual shit, very rarely have I been told no. Very rarely. I can't think of any number right now, but I would say 90% of the time, it was a yes. Every fucking time. And I'm just letting you know, there was some no's, but come on now. But here's the key. I knew those women were already attracted to me. I wasn't guessing. I wasn't assuming. and here's the thing. I wasn't trying to create desire where there was none there. I need guys to understand that. Right? But look, man, I'm about to get up out of here, y'all. Because this cough is fucking with me and shit. I need to go to the doctor or something. I don't know what the fuck I need to do. But I appreciate all of y'all. Unique 79, appreciate you. Renee P. Thank you, baby girl, for coming through. Thank you for the donation. Again, thank Renee P for the donation. And SS. Yeah, I'm not gonna say that word, bro. Thank you for the donation as well. And guys, ladies, I'm out. Like, share, and subscribe. Peace.